Hello everyone, welcome to the lap guide of Watkins 6 hour for Audi GT3. I'm Alessandro Bico, I'm engineering. I'm doing data pack for Audi and both GT3 in IMSA series. Today I will show you a lap around Watkins with the Audi GT3 and I will give you some advice and tips for the endurance for the 6 hour in Watkins, so you can finish the race in the best position you can and enjoy it. So let's start this lap. We are on the finish line. We arrive in the first corner. I think it's very important, this part. Braking points are basically when you see this part of the track starting. The first corner, it's very, very important to late the entry to bring a lot of speed on the exit, because you have then a long section where you have to be full throttle. So the best is late the entry on the curb to use all this part of the curb. Don't go over this part, because otherwise you will lose the rear. And the car will not be stable. Try to go here on this part of the curve, and from here full throttle, using all the exit curve, not going over the curve because there is off track immediately on the on this part. Full throttle. Try to stay on the yellow line. Don't go over the curve because you lose time. Yellow line also here, and yellow line also here. Following the line to cut the crack basically. Now bus stop. Bus stop is a very difficult section of the circuit. I would say very important. Where you brake 300 meters, a bit before, a bit later, depend. If you are in quali, if you are in a race, doing fuel saving, depends. But as a reference, you can take 300 meters. What is important here? Cutting first curve here a lot. You almost need to hit the wall. Of course, you don't have to, but you need to be very, very close. Then here also, you don't have to go immediately here, because otherwise you will go straight. Wait a bit and then immediately cut the curve like I'm doing, even almost touching a bit of grass, because help you to rotate the car. Not too much, of course. Here in this curve, you don't have to cut like before, because if you cut it like, for example, if my car is here, you get a huge bump and you basically go straight, and the car, the stability of the car get completely off. So you cut the curb like I'm doing, and then exit, cutting the curb again completely, even touching the grass with the right tires. Don't try to cut it with half of the car, the grass, because you will get off track or even a slowdown. So watch out in this part. Okay, this corner. Before the update with the old curve, you could basically go over the curve and you had more grip. Now no, you can't. So what is important here? Wait to go inside. Wait. Now try to go on the yellow line. You see? Basically, I'm waiting to go on the yellow line when I finish to release the brake, and I'm starting to go full throttle. Because with full throttle, the car rotates. So now I am full throttle, yellow line, don't go over the curve, yellow line. Then, of course, using all the exit. It's very important to use everything of this, especially in the quali lap. In the race, this section, this corner, you can and you must also try to be more safe, because you use a lot of tires. So you need to rotate less the wheel, so less angle of the steering wheel, and with the throttle also. Don't, let's say, late a bit the throttle or manage it a bit better, because if you do it, you can save a lot of tire. for the quali full push, cutting all this part. Of course, don't go here on the grass because you will get off track. Okay, here, what to do? Take as a reference this part. I always take it and brake a bit early. Also here, late a bit the entry. And then when you finish to brake and you started to go full throttle, bam, yellow line. Always yellow line. Don't go over the car. Try to use all the exits. What are you seeing is the best you can do, honestly. I was on the limit everywhere. Don't go over the curb on the grass because basically you lose time. Because here there is a bump, and if you get it, the stability of the car will get off, so you lose a lot of time. This is the maximum you can do. You see, I was also almost losing a bit, but I didn't lose it. Okay, here braking point before 100. It's very important to bring as much speed you can here, because the corner help you to do it. Also here, try to stay on the middle, not super inside or a lot of wide, just very on the middle. And when you finish to brake and start going on throttle, try to go over the yellow line, not on the curb, of course. Full throttle and try to use all the exits, not like I'm doing, to a bit too much over the grass. Don't go over the grass, of course, because you will slow, and also it's dangerous because you can lose the car. What is also important here, basically, as I tell you, in quali you can push as much as you can, but in race, doing fuel saving and try to not push the car, where it's very important because you save a lot of tires. In the exit here, if you push a lot, you use a lot of rear tires. So going less, let's say, more careful on the throttle will help you a lot on the exit. Next corner, we brake 200 and a bit later also 200. Also here later the apex, the entry, and then the apex is very late here. Always touching the yellow line, not the curb, of course. Full throttle, using all the exit. It's important use all the exit here, because you don't get off track, so you need it. Here is very difficult, honestly, to get a reference for braking point. I will show you from the cockpit. Of course, you go all on the right here. I will tell you to brake more or less when you start seeing this curve. Okay. Of course, it's something that you need to adjust driving by driving, step by step. So the first few laps it will not be easy to find the right spot, but after some laps, you will get it. So I will tell you to get this as a reference, the curve on the left. Let's back here. Also here a bit late on the on entry, to get the apex a bit later. You need to stay very close, touching only the yellow line like I'm doing always. Remember, touching the yellow line on the entry, on this type of corner, not the curb. Exit, bumps, using all the curb. Important. With this new curb here, there is a little jump. So, very important. When you are basically here, don't go over this curb with the right tires, because you will jump and you will lose a lot of time. So, using this part of the curb, it's fine. Here, hold this. But don't go over this part, because you will die. So use my line, because I tell you it's very on the limit for a good lap, perfect lap. Last two corner, my favorite. You need to bring a lot of speed. So what is the best to do? You don't brake here, of course. Only lift a bit of the throttle Yellow line, as I always tell you, yellow line is the point where you need to put your tires. Late a bit the apex, and use all the exit curve. You have still a bit of margin, but going too much wide is not even good. So you can go a bit more, but not too much. There is an off track if you go more or less like here. So yeah. Last corner. I think last corner is very difficult when you are behind someone, because you need to use all the track in the entry, like you see I'm doing. I'm very close to the grass. Try to bring as much speed you can, using always the yellow line, like I'm doing. I'm also using a bit of care, but trust me, don't do it. Only yellow line. Here, very important, when you are behind someone, watch out, because it's very easy to get the grass, to go on the grass, and if you go on the grass here, it's over, because you lose the car and you can go here in the wall. And then yeah, try to bring as much speed you can on the exit, going very close on the wall. Yeah, this is a lap around Watkins. This is my splits. The overall lap I did, I think was very good, honestly. I maximize everything I can, as you could see on the lap, all the curve, all the exit, and the entry. So yeah. So if you enjoyed, if you like, and also if you learned something from this lap guide, subscribe to the channel, comment, like. Remember to join the Discord, because it's very good for you, because there's a lot of engineers, not only me, of course, but there are a lot of guys that can help you with every car you want. And also we have a big community, so we are more than happy if you want to join it. If you want this setup and all the setup we are doing it, you can go on the link below in the description. So yeah, from me it's everything. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye.